Well, it seems like everybody's starting to heal and get back to where it's supposed to be, huh? Exactly. Welcome to my world. You get out of my world, huh? This world is where I live. This world is a world where you have to stand your own. You got to become whole before you can get with somebody and be whole. So it's like both of y'all got to be whole. And what I mean by that is you done overcame temptation. You done overcame frustrations. You done healed in ways that the vast majority of the world couldn't imagine to heal. But thank everybody who tried to help and who was helping and who did help. I appreciate it. It's good to meet the trees. I still wish a lot of y'all didn't come into my energy, but I pulled a lot of y'all in it. Well, I pulled a couple people in it, but I wish a lot of y'all never came in it. But you're still alive, you're still breathing. So that's all that matters, you can heal. So that's good. That's beautiful. Anyway, I'm just glad to know a lot of y'all moving forward. A lot of y'all got hurt and people cried. People been crying since yesterday. Day before yesterday. I told y'all don't come into this energy. I know y'all try to help. I told y'all don't come into this energy. But God gonna take care of you because you learned your lesson. You cried, and and may God grant you his mercy, and may God heal you from everything that you went through, and everything you coming out of, and everything that you going through. I apologize. I told y'all this energy it's not just here though. This is radical stuff that they put together to keep people like me stuck so they can keep ciphering energy, and they don't even realize the pain that they cause. They don't realize the hurt that they cause. They don't realize how many people they hurt. And you know what? I can't even complain. I can't even complain about my people about it because financially we've been hurting so bad for so long. It's written in the constitutional rights almost to where keep them broke, keep them hurt, keep them piss poor broke, to the point that when we do need them to do something, they'll hurt their own. Keep them broke for so long, So when it's like that, you don't know what to do. I want to thank y'all. I want to thank Chantress now, her team, Marty Martin. I don't know the rest of y'all names. I just say Chantress team. y'all really been with me through this. I listen to y'all stuff more than anything, and I really appreciate it. I'm glad y'all didn't come into this energy, and if you did, I'm glad you fled this energy as fast as possible, and hopefully you got out of this energy right on time. Like I said, y'all, this purgatory. This ain't a battle with the gangsters. This ain't a battle with thugs. This is a battle with DNA and genes. So I truly am sorry that those of y'all who had to go through so much. I'm sorry for that. I was gonna try to astro heal some of y'all, but God ain't letting me do that. I'm so sorry for that. I didn't know this was gonna go on so long. I didn't know these people were gonna be so full of so much greed and envy and distortion. I didn't know they were just so, my God, they hell, man. I didn't know they were this. Yeah, I did and I didn't, but that's why I told y'all not to come. I seen so many of my love. I didn't even know they was my lovers. I thought they was too good to be my lovers until I seen what happened to the lovers that was supposed to come into my energy, and how y'all was renavigated to the enemy. And they just destroyed y'all just to keep me in their energy so they could cipher my energy. Now you see the real face of the enemy. They are not an enemy, they demons. When you do something like this for so long and you alter somebody's life for so long, you detour somebody like this for so long, it don't take long, not long at all. If you done perfected it, and the way they did y'all, obviously they perfected it because they was really south node, and for them to do a north node like that, they have already perfected it. They've been done it for a long time. They heart is seared. They on demon time. That's how you notice who on demon time. We will understand the difference by the time I'm through with all this teaching. The difference between demons, angels, and humans. And you ain't gotta worry about looking for wings and horns, because it's right here in front of your face, in front of your eyes. It's always been in front of you. It's always been in front of us. I truly apologize. A lot of people got hurt. My hood got hurt. My home got hurt. My people got hurt. Ooh, wait. So many beautiful women, so many good women. You know, like I said, I'm talking about the women here. I wasn't dealing with no men, you know what I'm saying? That's what I do, y'all. Y'all got it y'all got it misunderstood. When I say y'all always typically think about somebody who, no offense or nothing, is bisexual or something, and they hang with a lot of, nah, not me, baby. My women is like gangsta, like Cookie on Empire. All around me, you just don't notice it. You can't see them, but they all around me. I build them up. Even these North Node women, I never met them before. But since they've been in my energy, dancing around in my energy, they a lot better and a lot stronger now, regardless of what they went through. And even if they got contaminated, even then, harder than what they was before they got into my energy. Now you're strong. You can feel the strength. If you're not strong, you can feel the fire burning inside of you. Anyway, I want to discuss healing again, one more time. It's back, the energy coming back now. It feels like it's going back to normal. So let me finish cleansing and cleaning my home. But we still got a long way to go. But if you healing off of drugs, heavy drugs, hard drugs, you must understand what it takes to truly heal off of it. If you've been using drugs to band-aid a life that you live, you're gonna have to find balance. You're gonna have to perfect balance and practice balance. Because you're gonna have to taper slow. As you taper slow off the drug, you're gonna have to taper slow off that addiction, that other addiction. It could be a sex addiction. You're gonna have to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And the only drug that I know that I did utilize through my healing of other strong drugs was just a little bit of reefer. And it really just to get some good rest. And not no every day, not no all the time. It was just a little bit, because the goal is to feel your own energy. You want to be gentle with reviving and reviving your energy, your natural energy, because it's probably been a long time since you even felt your own natural energy. So you want to be very gentle with yourself, because if you got a family and you got a lover, you will rage out. You will lash out. Because you ain't healing the professional way that most people can afford. You healing in a way where most people can't, you healing in a way what most people can't afford. You're healing in a way that's more natural and ordinary. Don't be scared of it because it was before the new way. Don't be scared of it. So what is the key thing for me? The key thing for me is that when you on these heavy drugs, water, no sugars really. Try your best not to eat no meat. Don't eat heavy no matter what. You're gonna feel hungry, but that's just your body healing itself. Eat light, eat healthy. That's your body healing itself. And give your mind 15 minutes to tell your body that you full. And remember that your body just healing it. So you might catch a light headache. It's just a light headache. It's a love headache. Let it go. It's a love headache. Let it go. And when you do this, as you do this, you're going to feel, and jog and walk as much as possible. I remember I was on a heavy drug a long time ago, and I didn't know how I was going to get off of it. And at that time, it was cocaine. I didn't know how I was going to get off of it. And this old guy talked to me, and I noticed he was real bad on it. But he was doing so much better than me and healthier than me. And he wasn't, at this time, he wasn't that bad on it. I guess he was tapering off. And I said, how in the world did you do that and you still able to function and work and seem normal? He said, I ran a lot. He said, I run a lot, bro. I would jog, walk, run. He said, I sweated out my pores. And I just took it upon myself and I started applying it to my own life. Before you know it, bada bing, bada boom, I was off of it. Herbs, they got herbs. Kratom is pretty good. Good Kratom, not the Kratom at the store. They might got better Kratom at the store, I don't know. But I ordered a good Kratom online. There's different strains of Kratom. You know, that's good. It's probably got a lot better type of herbs now though. And you get these herbs according to these addictions that you had. You get these herbs according to these addictions that you had. And as you cleanse and heal these addictions, you're gonna go through mood swings now. That's good, that's healthy, because when you go through these mood swings, you're gonna realize you're not, you know, let's say you slept with a lot of people, you're very sexually active. Now your friends calling you and you don't wanna deal with them. You might wanna deal with one or two of them, hopefully just one of them. And you don't wanna deal with none of them though. That's good. Embrace that. That's healthy. That's good. Wonderful. Great. Outstanding. That's good. That's good. That's great. That's a good sign. That lets you know that you is not, and you probably was not as sexually active as you thought you was. That was the drug tricking you and stealing your all from you. Making your well run dry. Slowly killing you. Drugs manipulate you. Drugs lie to you. Now you realize you don't love these guys like you thought you loved these guys. You realize you're not even interested in these guys like you thought you was interested in them. And it don't matter what you thought about them. It don't matter what the display was. You starting a reality. That's your reality. That's who you really are. That's who you really are. That's your reality. You realize that was an illusion. That was a joke. It was a lie. Now you can sit back and you're going to start to go into your emotions about all the times you lost, all the opportunities you lost. That's good. That's healthy. Embrace it and let it heal you. That's good and that's healthy. Embrace it and let it heal you. Because you're going to say, especially if you stopped on time, you're going to say, thank God, I'm not like that anymore. I lost everything. And then you might even have to go to a cookout or something, and you might see somebody on the same drugs that you was once on. You're going to beat your mind. You want to conquer your mind. You don't want to be like the people that say, I remember when I had all this and I remember when I had all that. I did as much as I could and didn't nobody do. You don't want to remember that. You want to remember and reflect on how you used to act, but you don't remember. But since you at this party now, you see people that you used to party with, now you seeing how they act, and now you can almost remember how you used to act, and that's the part of you want to remember, and you want to say, I need my energy back. I'm so glad I no longer act like that. That's healing. Healing is beautiful. I had healed so much. I got off so many drugs one time, healed so much, I got high off the withdrawals. Now, what you want to do is you want to slowly start applying yourself. You want to keep water in your body. Even if you're eating healthy, you do not want to eat that much. You want to keep your physique. You want your body is healing. So when your body say, when you feel your body say, I'm hungry, I done ate, and you know you full, and you heal your body, you feel your body say, I'm hungry. I'm so hungry. I know I need to eat again. Just remember this. That's your body healing itself. That's how it feels when you healing yourself. That don't mean you should actually put food in yourself. And you're gonna let the time go by. You're gonna let the 15 minutes go by, and to tell your mind, let your mind give time to your body to tell your body you are full, and then you're gonna realize you feel very good and you feel good about yourself. And then you might go out for a good walk. And you're gonna do all this while you're going through withdrawal. Don't overdo it though. Try not to take in too much TV. Listen to good, soothing sound music, like Marty Martin and Chantress. Listen to them. Especially if you're a hard knock. Yeah. My ears pop when I listen to it. No, you need to turn that off. That's one moment, that's one time in life, you need to let that go right there. Don't even worry about that no more. Cancel that. Let that go. You need to turn that off. Turn that off. Trust me, that sounds so bad. I remember when I was with my flame and I chose to heal and she didn't choose to heal. And she was a rocket scientist. And she said, she was turning that music up louder and louder. And I just went into this meditation void. And thank God for meditation. That's all I gotta say. She was looking for an argument. She was looking for a fight. That's what she wanted. But she wasn't gonna get it out of me. I was just glad she was happy and she was quiet. And I could just I could meditate as long as she was quiet. Because she's mean as a rattlesnake. So as long as she was quiet, I could meditate and pray with God, and we could share the same room and no arguments, you know. It's good. Peace is good. I love peace. Oh man, people pick on me, talk about me, so you buy and say ain't got nobody. And if they only knew how much I love peace, I was actually telling God I wouldn't mind creating a woman out of peace. Well, actually I wouldn't, but I did just then though. I did just then. But that's how you heal though. That's how I healed. It's a natural way of healing. Really get into your herbs. You want to tickle that vein. I just told you a secret there, ladies and gentlemen out there in the world. You don't want to tickle the brain. You want to tickle the vein. Whatever drug that was of your choosing, you want to find an herb that's going to help you get off of that healthy, safely, and beautifully. And then you want this herb to also make you beautiful again, youthful again. They got all kind of commercials out how you should try these ointments and that ointment and this tea and that tea. You might want to try it. Tea is very good for you as well. Liquid, plenty of liquid. No sodas, probably no sugars, and if you can, no bread. And trust me, when you do this and you apply this to your life, you're gonna heal beautifully. And you're gonna hate that drug. You're gonna regret the time that you gave to that drug. And then you're gonna think back to the sacrifices you made for that drug. And you just gonna despise that drug. And that's when you know you healed. And that's when you know you ain't no longer gotta hide from the drug. That's when you know when you see your kids and your kids hanging with some kids and you notice they on the same drug, you can act like your grandparents acted like with you. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. But see, I can feel the energy starting to realize we did mess up coming to this. I try to tell y'all not coming to the energy. These is flows. Everybody out here, they call this the oil town, this purgatory. Everybody here probably royalty. Now if we just get people to quit sacrificing us and making us sacrifice each other and make them give us our money, and we'll be all right. Quit trying to hold on to our money. That's why you into this sacrifice stuff. So that's why you so hard on it. That's why you spending so much time and money in it, because you owe us something, and you might as well just hand it over. Ain't no jobs out here, ain't no martyrs out here. How you expect us to live? What, you want us to sacrifice each other? You want us to come to your places, barns and your farms, and you want us? I was wondering where all the drug dealers went to. That must have been one time the drug dealers, when the doctors took the drug dealers' position. That must have been one time that the drug dealers went to City Hall and said, enough. The drug dealers went to City Hall and the drug dealers said, enough. Where is the money? You couldn't get a drug dealer to go to City Hall unless it was time for a drug dealer to get arrested. But when them doctors came to the block with them white trench coats on and took that dope out of them boys' hand, yeah, they went to City Hall then and they said, where's the money at? We ain't got no jobs. We need the money. And if you look into this place, you're gonna realize it ain't no money here. We need money. People need money to survive. You need a martyr. We had money, we could get a martyr. You can't get a martyr without no money. Can't build without the money. The people need money, not just certain people. All the people need money. So your town can live, so your community can live. Don't put people in a position where they feel like they have to sell dope or they have to be sex products. Put people in a more comfortable and a healthy position. What is going on? Now I'm talking to my people, city people, y'all got it made. You got all this. We don't got none of this. We don't have none of this. They done programmed us to kill each other. Humbly, happily, proudly. And it's gonna stop, and it's gonna stop quickly, faster than we even imagine. In my time, in this time, in this generation. It don't make no sense, something like this. That's a little play, that's what we do. Ain't no that's what we do. Ain't no cornfield, ain't no place where you go pick off people when you want to sacrifice somebody for $1. That's over with. Put all my women in a field and call it cornfield. Men too. Y'all be ashamed of yourselves. So, cause I understand now, cause I'm feeling the energy withdrawing good. I try to tell y'all weren't ready for this. It's purgatory, dog. They'll eat you alive. They'll dress up in a suit, in a nice car, have a nice house, and have the most proper language in the world, and be all kind of nationality of colors, and come up to you with their hands in their pocket, with their nice shoes, and have you grinning from ear to ear, and you hit that yes sir, no, yeah. You might even say yes sir, no sir, and they finna play you to the left. They finna run that game on you, and they finna drive you in the ground. They finna trash you. They finna turn you into a bunch of wrecked cars, you and your family and your kids too, because they too busy trying to hide something from you. But anyway, like I said, this is how we heal. So, if you heal and they don't want to help us to heal, well, it's somebody even greater than them that want to help us heal. And after we heal and show him or show it that we really ready and for real about healing, he gonna show us how to move these mountains, sitting in the comfort of our home. I promise you. And that's God Almighty. If you heal and you give God them thorns in your flesh, good. The reason why most people don't want to heal because they can't stand the emotion. You better learn to embrace them emotions if you want to call yourself a man or a woman. Them emotions is your gift. I had to learn that the hard way. Them emotions is your opportunity. Them emotions is your blessing. Them emotions is your blissfulness. It is your love from God. They just taught you to take a pill for it. Embrace it. People with ADD that go take pills for ADD, you'll be amazed if you can learn to transmute that energy. Without that pill, you'll be one of the greatest fighters in the world. Some of the greatest fighters in the world. Oh, you kick into that energy. Oh, boy, I swear. It looked like the movies. It looked like the movies. So I can feel people healing, trying to heal, and trying to get right good. Like I said, I still apologize for those of you who try to tell y'all what gonna find me. These people are binded. And it's God showed me another way to move them out the way. And it's from me healing. It's from me healing. I'm still working out this test because I'm separating this test. Somehow somebody put this test in the middle of what God got going on. Same people that'll give you the test and tell you to do it, and call this an indigenous test and say you're supposed to do the test. Before you start to do the test, they'll put a title on you and call you Jesus before you do the test. And then they'll make sure you preach like Jesus, talk like Jesus, and walk like Jesus before you do the test. And then once they put that gun in your head and make you do the test, and they done ruined your root chakra after you done started doing the test, they go and tell everybody, you ain't no Jesus. You actually need to go get tested because you crazy in the head. You see how that works? All this is just comical to me. This is how I always felt about your test, indigenous or not. You sat there and tore my body apart, stripped me apart, ripped me apart. Forced me to do something that I ain't never even thought about wanting to do since I was in my 19th, since I was a teenager. Just so you can get $1. And now I'm in my feelings about it. I am so hurt, distraught. Oh, you hurt my feelings. I'm so emotional about it. Thank you. But anyway, like I said, new day and age, new world, new changes coming, better days coming, real changes coming. We just gotta learn to say no to the right people. It ain't all about saying no, it's saying no to the right people, saying no to the people who feel like they can pay you to hurt your loved one. Say no to the people who feel like they can pay you to hurt yourself. Say no to the people that feel like they can pay you to sell your soul. Look them dead in the eye, nose to nose, and tell them no, no matter how big or small they is, and enjoy it. And enjoy every bit of it. But this is how you heal. And if they want to push you to the side where you can't go get medicine, you feel like you need medicine, that's God telling you you don't need the medicine. If they want to put you in a situation where you feel like you need somebody to help you, that's God putting you in that situation where you ain't got nobody to help you. If they put you in a situation where you can't even see a doctor to help you heal, that's God saying you don't need no doctor to help you. That's even better. Natural is better. Organically made is better. We gotta understand something. There was always physicians here, but it wasn't always hospitals. There was always physicians here, but it wasn't always ambulances. A black man can't say ambulance. I was trying to get ready for it. You know what I'm saying? So, I hope this message reach y'all out there and help some of y'all. Take your time, taper off. Don't care what nobody say about you. And matter of fact, when you are trying to quit something and you go around somebody and they say, I thought you was trying to quit. Well, I can't say that. I can't say that. Because they watching to see if you actually quit too. But they probably gonna run their mouth. You was used to drinking a 6-pack a week, 36-pack a week, and now you drinking a beer a day. For some reason, they still calling you a drunk. That's good, that's okay. Use that for motivation. Cause see, no longer you got the drugs for motivation. Listen to what I'm telling you. No longer do you have the drugs for motivation, but now you got their hate for motivation. So you see how that works? You just transmuted the energy. You went from having drugs for motivation to hate for motivation. See the goodness in that? It ain't no bad or good, it's just two different extremes. So I hope this message helped y'all out there. Amen.